Yeah. This is the new cream in the clear. Urine. Urine is what Major League Baseball players are using.
Kids' urine?
No.
Just urine in general?
Kids. God, that would
Wait,
be
can
sick.
I sell my pee?
That would be sick.
I drink a lot of water. You know, I probably pee during the show. How many times?
I don't know if it needs to be mineral rich in order to help out what's going on.
Do I have mineral rich pee? Is that what you're saying?
Well, the thing is it mineral rich? You're just peeing out water. Probably not.
I don't know.
You know, like
does it have to be yellow pee?
Because I only drink coffee. That's pee, man. That is some pee. I tell you.
Does this ever happen when you drink Starbucks coffee that your pee smells like Starbucks?
Yes.
That's a little strange.
And when I eat Cheerios, it smells like Cheerios.
Oh, really?
Yeah, which makes me not like either Cheerios or Starbucks coffee, to be honest with you.
I don't eat Cheerios, so. But asparagus makes your pee smell funny, too.
Pirates pitcher Jameson Taillon has gotten a lot of attention lately because he has a cut on his middle finger, and it's keeping him from throwing the ball. This cut on his middle finger, but every time he goes back to, practice or anything, it re-aggravates it and it opens up the cut. So some people have told him, what you should do in order to toughen up your hands and make it so the cut will heal quicker is to urinate on the cut.
Oh, his own urine.
Yeah. So
I didn't know this.
People are like,
so you get a paper cut and it's annoying and it gets all red and you just pee on it.
That's what.
What are you supposed to do what is it? Jellyfish? You're supposed to pee on a jellyfish bite? Have you heard this? A sting, sorry, when they sting you?
Yeah, it was an episode of Friends. So that must mean it's the right thing. No, I've heard that though too. I've heard that's what you need to do.
So there must be something in your urine that helps
cuts and scrapes and any kind of skin irritation.
I'll pee on myself. I pee on myself all the time. I don't mean to, but
Jameson Taillon told the Pittsburgh Tribune that he has received that suggestion as a possible remedy, and he says he'll put a sign-up sheet and everybody can come on down and pee on his hand as long as the cut goes away.
Wow. Everybody? I don't want you or anyone else peed on my hand.
He was forced out of his last start on Friday. That was against the Giants after 3 innings because of the cut on his hand. Now, since he has said that, he'd be willing to everybody coming down and peeing on his hand, other major leaguers have come forth and they've said, hey, I've done this. Moises Alou, and these are big names. Jorge Posada, both, they didn't wear batting gloves during their careers, so they both have said that the blisters and things? They have peed on their hands to toughen up their skin, to make it more leathery, so they can... Wow. I don't know what the urine does. Now, even Dodgers pitcher Rich Hill said that 2 seasons ago, he urinated on his hand to heal blisters that he was getting on his hand from gripping the ball.
Well, now, what if you don't have any injuries? Okay, so you and I, one downfall to this job is we have soft hands because we don't do manual labor. Mm-hmm. So when I go home to do manual labor, I have to wear gloves. Otherwise, my hands get all chewed up, and then they annoy the hell out of me, and I can't sleep at night. So if I just start peeing on my hands now, it'll toughen them up? Was it maybe the salts in your pee dries out your skin? Idea. I like this.
I have no idea.
I really like this. But as long as it's my pee, I'm not going to let other people pee on me.
Team trainers
That's a little weird.
Aren't on board for this. They said, you know what we're going to do? They put a nitrate sleeve on him, on the finger to try to speed up the healing process. I don't know if that's like Neosporin or what.
Now you've got me curious. I'm going to have to Google peeing on a cut.
But isn't Neosporin on a cut the best thing?
Neosporin is very, very expensive, Jeff. Peeing is free.
I'm never going to pee on my hand to heal a cut. I don't know. I guess if the cut was bad enough.
All right. This is interesting. Okay, so I wrote peeing on a cut. It says urine is not sterile, and neither is the rest of you. Do not do it. Urinating on a wound to clean it in an emergency has become fodder for urban legend. But new research debunks the idea that urine is sterile. Let's say you find yourself lying on the bottom of a ravine. God, okay. I don't know if we need to go that far.
No, let's go that far.
You want to go? Okay, well, then I have to click on the link.
You've already started going that far.
I have to click on the link.
543-3693. We want to know what crazy at-home remedy do you swear by? Okay?
All right. So let's say you're laying on the bottom of a ravine with a now here comes the pop-ups. With dirt in your flesh. Mm-hmm. According to the internet, the first thing you want to do is pee on your wound. After all, the common wisdom holds urine is sterile. Wrong.
False.
Urine is not sterile. Even before it comes out of you. Well, of course not, because these are
Germs.
your kidney is
Pissing away
filtering
your
out
germs, yeah.
things, and then you piss them out.
Like,
so why would you want to pee on yourself?
This is God's process of saying, hey, this is not good for your body. Use your urinary tract to exit it out of your body. Otherwise, we would just retain all that stuff, right?
Huh.
It's a bad idea.
I guess this urban legend started in the 50s, and doctors are saying...
and it's still continuing today.
You should not do
70
this.
years later.
Wow.
Baseball players. Good baseball players. Jorge Posada.
Jorge Posada. Piata.
Moises Alou. Rich Hill. These are all good baseball players. And they are all like, yeah, I've peed on my hands and toughened them up before. There must be something to it, though, if that many baseball players are using it as a practice.
In the shower to prevent the fungus that causes athlete's foot.
And where did you learn about this?
Junior high. That's where I heard about it. And I wasn't going to let my friends pee on me.
Yes, in the communal shower. They used to make us do that in Catholic school. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, okay.
No, it's just something that I've heard like my whole entire life. My dad was in the military. He said that it was a common practice.
Yeah.
And that's what they did to prevent athlete's foot. So I tell my son's friends, pee on each other.
So, do you pee on yourself too?
Yes, I do.
What's your last name?
No, why?
I want to look her up. I want to see what a woman looks like that pees on herself.
I'll show you.
Do you follow us on Facebook?
I have a profile.
Yeah. It's Darcy Paddleford.
Yeah.
My husband, I make him pee on his feet, and my son, they do not have athlete's foot.
Whoa, hold on a second. You make them pee on their feet, meaning that you like stand in there and inspect their shower habits?
Wow.
There you are. We have some weird alternative things.
You sit there with your arms crossed at the shower, and you're like, you're not done yet.
So do you guys pee on each other?
My husband, there's been a couple occasions.
Yeah.
I got to be honest, when I was much younger, way before my wife agreed to marry me, I thought it'd be funny one time when she thought it'd be romantic to take a shower together and I peed on her.
Yeah, it's
and
like a weird thing at
you were
first.
trying to help her from getting athlete's feet?
I said, no, I had to go. I couldn't help myself.
I mean, there's some people...
when the water's running, you can't stop.
In the shower, you just have to pee sometimes.
Okay, so, this is a myth, right? I mean, we don't know if it really works. I mean, you just know you've never gotten athlete's feet. Is that the deal?
It's never, and either has my son, and he's 18. And, I mean, I think it works. I've never had athlete's feet. Nobody in my family
But everybody pees in the shower. I've never had athlete's feet either. Nobody's ever peed on me.
See, I've had athlete's feet.
But you've peed in the shower, I'm sure.
Yeah, but I get out of the way. I don't want my pee to touch me. That's gross.
It's going to touch you.
I pee down the drain. I mean, I'm standing there. The water's running away from me.
If you point it towards we as men, we have the opportunity to
point it away
in a certain direction, and it goes there. So there's a good chance it's not going to come in contact.
Have you
with
asked your doctor about this?
No, but I'm sure he would totally agree with me. He's cool like that.
The people that have this kind of rationale, they're like, doctors? Who needs doctors?
Exactly.
I'll go ahead and just pee on my feet and everything will be taken care of. I love it. You know what's funny is I had athlete's feet, feet, whatever, as a kid. And I never peed in the shower. I didn't pee in the shower until I got into my early 20s, and I've not had athlete's feet since.
Well, that's
so
pretty good.
Maybe there's some truth to this.
Well, I don't even know. What is athlete's feet? When your feet itch?
Fungus.
Oh, yeah.
It's like a fungus.
Your feet
and
itch.
It's when your feet are sweaty all the time, or if, you're an actual athlete and you work out a lot.
I
your
used
feet
to.
Sweat.
Now, to be fair, also about my 20s, I stopped working out and stopped exercising as much as I did when I was a teenager.
So you didn't get the athlete's feet.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's great. Is there any other weird stuff you do at your house that we should all know about?
Well, can't really talk about it on the air.
That's cool.
Okay.
I like that.
Just kidding.
You know what? I would rather just leave it up to my imagination.
I just like the visual of you standing there inspecting everybody's shower habits. Sorry.
Please envision that. I'm going to make sure and go home tonight, and I'll think of you guys while I'm watching everyone pee on themselves.
Did we get that? It's a great
Pee
job.
check!
All right, thanks,
Hurry
Darcy.
up, Mom's coming in for a pee
All right,
check!
have
Bye-bye.
a good day.
You too. Wow. So that's cool. Well, that's something that you believe in. I know my grandma, that she had a lot of, interesting things that, she believed in. And, it gets passed down to your parents, and then they're telling you all of a sudden that you got to do this. And the next thing you know, you're doing it. You're like, why the hell am I doing this?
Do you know what a planter's wart is?
I don't.
It's this little bump that you get in your skin, on your feet. You only get it in your feet. And my wife gets them, and my son got one. My son is very young, right? But he got one. And
is it clear?
They have to, it's a bump. It feels like a pebble inside your foot.
Oh, I've never gotten that.
It's not like on the skin. It's deep down. So the way you remedy it is you have to take like some kind of like nitrogen or something,
like a wart
on a Q-tip and hold it on there.
Yeah,
which was just absolutely horrendous for my son because I'm having to hold him as this doctor is jamming this Q-tip.
I got it in junior high on my right pinky, or not my pinky, but the one toe in.
Oh, okay.
And it was touching the pinky. And they're like, if we don't do this, it'll spread, but it was a wart.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
Was it deep in the skin?
Yeah, they had to do the same thing, and it hurt like a hell.
Yeah, it was just like sitting there holding it for like 2 to 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Until they finally
freeze it off.
Get it through there, and then it does this thing. Well, my wife said that the way you treat it, before we went into the doctor, she goes, well, I've had these before. All you have to do is stick a piece of duct tape on it. I'm like, are you serious? And she's like, yeah. So we stuck a piece of duct tape on our son's foot. That obviously didn't work because he ended up at the doctor a few days later. But that's like these kind of home remedies that I'm speaking of.
I love these.
What?
So if I ever get a wart, I'm going to try to put some duct tape on it.
Don't do that. It doesn't work.
That's some Jefferson logic right there. Isn't that where your wife's from, is Jefferson?
Yeah, she is from the state of Jefferson.
543-3693.
They don't have doctors and chemicals in the state of Jefferson.
It's the 805-BEER text line. You can text in your remedy. You can call it in on the same number, or you can hit us on Facebook.
Kimberly has an at-home remedy that she swears by. What's your at-home remedy?
Well, I used to get really bad migraines and headaches.
Yeah.
And I did a little research in, some books that I rented from the library. And, they give you all these remedies, and none of them are actually factual. But I have found that almonds are a natural cure for a headache or a migraine.
No, wait, so I can just eat like some Blue Diamond almonds? I love those. Smokehouse?
Yeah. Yeah, and, mostly they want you to try the natural ones with no salt, because of the extra sodium. But it doesn't really matter. I did it for years, and I swear by it. It worked for me.
Good.
It got rid of my migraines and my headaches.
Well, how long does it take? How long does it take?
About 10 to 15 minutes.
You got to be kidding me. It works faster than ibuprofen.
Yeah.
How many almonds? Because I have to take 5 Advil now, or ibuprofen, because my body's immune. How many almonds do you have to eat? Like a cup? A quarter cup?
Well, yeah, like a couple handfuls, to start chewing some almonds.
Almond butter, maybe? Almond butter would be good, too. That's probably going to do the same thing.
Yeah, I don't know. Almond butter is made out of almonds, so I would guess so.
AbsoluteHealth.com says almonds are well known to be rich in benefits for our body, containing salicin, an anti-inflammatory agent, and is also an ingredient that is found in aspirin, magnesium, and vitamin E. Almonds may be linked to easing headaches and migraines, and even possibly preventing them.
Wow!
So if you suffer from migraines,
I eat almonds all the time now. I never have headaches.
You should eat almonds all the time.
Wow,
yes,
that's pretty.
And
good.
I recommend them to all my friends. This was 15 years ago that I was getting bad migraines, and I haven't had a migraine really. I've had like 1 or 2 in the past 10 years.
Right now, the manufacturers,
awesome. Thank you for the call.
The makers of ibuprofen are like, oh my God, shut these guys up. Don't tell them that almonds are good for people's headaches.
I've never wanted to get a headache in my life, but I want to feel one coming on, so I can test this theory.
I'm gonna start eating almonds. I get a headache. Like I've told you, I get a headache every morning when I wake up, and the reason why I have a headache every morning when I
haven't had caffeine.
I've associated it to my caffeine addiction.
It has to be,
or
your nicotine.
What if because I do chew the gum.
But it doesn't matter if it's nicotine, if it's caffeine. If you have a headache, you chew some almonds.
I gotta get on the almond train. I get Blue Diamond. Toot toot. Doctor, give me the news. I got a bad case of loving you. Okay, let's just preface this with saying we are not doctors, and anything that is written on here, do not say that you heard about it on the radio when using it, and anything that you hear, you're like, oh yeah, almonds cures migraines, and peeing on my feet cures athlete's foot. These have not been substantiated by none other than Darcy and Kimberly, okay? And countless Major League Baseball players.
But Darcy says she's pees on her feet. She has her kids pee on her feet. Her husband pees on her feet. They got no fungus. And there's a gal on the phone that wanted to weigh in on this. Go ahead.
Vicks on your fungus toenails. If you have a fungus toenail, applying Vicks to your toenail actually cures the fungus off your toenail. It clears it.
Okay, so what, Vicks Vapor Rub will get rid of fungus on your toenails.
Okay, that makes sense. I mean, that stuff is highly... Like, have you ever put it on your chest? When
when I was a kid, my grandma would rub it all over my chest.
And you're like, I mean, you it's like that smell that will not leave you for days. And whenever you smell a eucalyptus tree afterwards, you're like,
love
oh,
it.
God.
I love it.
You like that smell, huh?
You know, I suck
I like garbage smells. You like Vicks smell.
I suck on a Ricola every night when I go to bed. It just feels like it opens up my sinuses and I can breathe super easy. And I don't know. It's weird. I'm almost hooked on them.
Okay, this is weird. This is when it starts to get weird. Katrina writes in. She says that she grates up carrots, folds them like a pillow, then she puts them on a paper towel, and then she puts it on her throat for 20 minutes to get rid of a sore throat. I said, wow, that's weirdly specific, girl. She says, yeah, but it works. It works.
Can't we just take some Advil or aspirin or something? That would be so much easier than grating carrots and then having to... I mean, I haven't grated a carrot in a long time, but like folding it over, like that sounds very difficult.
Like a pillow on a paper towel. So I guess you then take it and make the paper towel your carrot pillow, and then you place it on your neck for 20 minutes.
Oh, fold the paper towel like a pillow, not every single, shredded carrot strip.
And then you put that on your neck, and for 20 minutes... then they get rid of... okay, when you hear that, are you like, next time I get a sore throat, I'm going to try that?
No, I'm just going to go to the Advil, or the ibuprofen.
Yeah, but you've already built up a tolerance to that.
Let's see here. Or I'm going to eat almonds, because apparently almonds, that's for the head. Never mind, that's the headache. See, Tammy says drinking 2 tablespoons of raw apple cider vinegar every night before she goes to bed, she doesn't get acid reflux anymore. You know, I've heard this apple cider vinegar is great for all kinds of stuff. Uh-huh. There's some study that said if you drink a glass of it a day, it'll help get rid of belly fat. Have you seen that?
Of vinegar?
Yeah. It's supposed to be really good for, like, if you have, for diabetics too, I guess.
I've also heard that...
it's good for your blood sugar.
That it's good to flush out your system so you can pass a drug test. So my friends have told me.
Oh, I did not know that. I can't remember that if I ever have to take a drug test.
Although I heard it wasn't apple cider vinegar, it was rice vinegar for some reason. The rice vinegar was better.
Let's see. Oh, peppermint oil behind earlobes to get rid of headaches. I like that.
If you're in the bar and you get the hiccups, this is according to Jason, ask the bartender for a lemon wedge with a few drops of bitters, then suck it. I don't know why it works, but it does every single time. Every single period time it works. Are you afraid that you owe the bartender a big tip after that? Because that's a very weirdly specific. Can I get a lemon wedge with a few drops of bitters on it, please? Because I've got the hiccups. Then you got to tip the guy like an enormous amount of money.
Why? It's just the lemons right there. The bitters is right there to make the old fashioned or whatever.
Listen, I understand. It's not. It's not a lot.
Don't tell me you have a sore throat. Don't tell me it's a lot of things.
That's a break from the norm. That's hiccups, not sore throat. That's a break from the norm. Like, if I'm a bartender and somebody asks me, I'm like, well, that's a weird request. But maybe bartenders know about it too.
Peggy says you put ice on the bottom of your feet and that'll get rid of a bad headache or a migraine. Like that.
DL's got the best at-home remedy, and this is to. He says you take popcorn. You take raisins, and you take 40 ounces of Old English. You drink all that, and you eat all that, and it equals to the things that grosses his mother-in-law out, and that is mother-in-law repellent.
Jeff and Jeremy in the morning. 93.3 KZOZ rocks.